It has been 5 years since George W. Bush spent his last night in the White House, and you might be surprised how the former leader of the free world now spends his free time. One day before the opening of his presidential library and museum, the 43rd president and his wife Laura sat down to discuss their legacy in a Nightline interview with ABC's Diane Sawyer.
Mr. President, I do want to get right to the news of this week.
Sure.
The terrorism in Boston.
Yeah.
Many people have wondered if it took you right back to 9/11 when you heard it.
Well, at first, I was deeply concerned that there might have been a organized plot. I don't know all the facts. I don't think we all know all the facts, but I was deeply concerned that this could have been, another organized, highly organized attack on the country. And it still may be. Again, I don't know the facts, but I do know that it's really hard to protect the homeland. Those who want to do harm only have to be right one time, and we have to be right 100% of the time. Whether it be that or the explosion at West Texas, I mean, it harkened back the days where you become the comforter in chief. In other words, you try to help heal souls that are hurting.
Have you been in contact with the president?
No, I have not.
Moments?
No, I have not, but I will, of course, on Thursday. And I know he's going to West Texas as well, which is really good for he and the First Lady to do that. I mean, it's very important for the president to help, as best as a person can humanly do so, help deal with the human suffering. And he was right to go to Boston, and he's right to go to West.
Do you have one word for the Republican Party today?
You will exist in the future.
I thought you were going to say Jeb Bush.
Well, he would be great. You know?
2 words.
Yeah, he would be a marvelous candidate if he chooses to do so. He doesn't need my counsel because he knows what it is, which is run.
Your brother versus Hillary Clinton?
Well, it'd be a fantastic photo. I'm interested in politics. I'm fascinated by all the gossip and stuff that goes on.
So is it going to be Grandma and Granddad? Is it going to be...
We don't know yet, really. George wants to be called Hefe, boss.
El Jefe.
El Jefe.
And I don't know. I'm probably just going to end up being Grammy, like my mother is Grammy for the girls.
I will tell you this: holding that little child was one of the great joys of my life. I remember holding Barbara and Jenna when they were born, but holding little Mila was unbelievably pleasurable. And I really am looking forward to this new phase of our lives, which is being a grandfather.
Your paintings.
Much to the amazement of a lot of people.
Paintings. People have been looking at your feet in the bathtub. So we looked up.
By the way, that's not that easy to paint. Water hitting water, just so you know, and the perspective.
But how did you decide to do it?
It may reflect my precocious nature. Me painting myself in a bathtub or in a shower. I love to paint. Painting has changed my life in an unbelievably positive way. I look at colors differently, and I see shadow.
We looked at some of the reviews. Layers of visibility, transparency, fragility. The quietude of a certain Chardin, still life.
Yeah, wow, that's good. Yeah, I haven't
Fortunately taken it seriously.
Fortunately, I haven't seen those reviews. Look, the signature is more valuable than the painting. Yeah. You know what the interesting lesson is, though, that you can keep learning in life. I mean, some guy one time said to me, "Man, you deserve to rest," and I don't want to rest. I want to live life I want to follow the example of President 41 and, sprinting to the grave.